here from Warden's Farm. I'm getting ready to show you how to light a couple of smokers. I have two smokers here in front of me, which one's a big one and one's a smaller one. There's a million different ways you can light smokers and different fuels you can put in. I use straw and pine straw. So I'm going to show you how I do it, and I'm going to also show you an easier way to do it as well. So let's get into learning how to light a smoker. This is my smaller smoker, and if you notice, I use a cork to put in the ends of them. Once you're done for the hive that you're in, if you want to save the fuel so it doesn't keep burning out, all you got to do is trim up a cork so it'll fit inside there, and when you do, it'll block off the oxygen and it'll put the fire out that you build inside here. There's different parts of the smoker here itself. You got a hook that you can hang on to for opening and closing the lid. Inside the smoker you have a baffle like screen. It keeps the fuel from the bottom, from where the hole is here, where the baffle blows and forces the smoke inside the smoker body itself. When you squeeze it, you can hear the smoke. What that does is it forces this air into it. It comes up through this baffle and it ignites and forces fire up into your fuel, which then pushes the smoke out through the nozzle of your smoker. You got legs on the bottom. What you want to do is you want to make sure that they're bent up, so that this way it keeps it up off the bottom. Over time they will get bent back down. All you got to do is bend them up a little bit and put them back in there. Then you just drop it down inside. Make sure that it's standing upright, just like that. Hopefully you can see that. And then you can start putting fuel in. And as I said, I use pine straw. Here in North Carolina, you can go out in the woods and you can collect pine straw. You can also buy it at Lowe's, Home Depot, home and garden shops. But I go ahead and I put pine straw in first, push it down. And one of the things about this is once you fill it up, you do compact it down quite hard. That way the fuel doesn't burn up so fast. So I'll go ahead, I'll put a little bit of pine straw in, then I come back and I put a little bit of wheat straw. And you don't have to do this. You can just use all pine, you can use leaves, you can use whatever fuel you think will make the most amount of smoke. After I do that, I like using wooden matches. They're very simple and easy, and they also burn. You can, oops. I like using wooden matches. It makes it easy. You can come in here and start getting it lit. When you start seeing a fire, you can start adding more and more of the pine straw and straw to it. Give it a little bit of blast of air just to make sure it gets going. Then again, I just keep layering it back and forth between wheat and pine. You can already see it's starting to make a pretty good column of smoke. And you just want to keep feeding it. Keep that fire going, and it will go. You may think it's out, but you push on that baffle long enough and she's going to go. And you can see she's starting to smoke, and these do get warm, and that's why they got this protective screen on the outside of them so you don't burn yourself. So once this gets going, you just want to make sure that you got everything pushed down good and solid, good and tight. And then once you got it packed, like this is pretty packed right now, but I can still fit a little more in there. So I fit the last of this in there. Continuing to hit the baffle, because that will get it nice and heated. And then you can see the smoke coming out. And the more you go, the better it gets. And that's how you basically light a smoker. Now you can see it's going really good now. So now it's ready for the bees. And if you get in a rush and you don't have the time to mess with matches, a lighter, or anything, the easier way to do it is a good old trusty torch. This torch makes it much easier. I already got this pre-loaded with pine straw and wheat straw, and all you got to do is you light your torch. It'll make a bit of noise for you. So you light the torch and then just burn onto the metal. It'll glow orange, hit the baffle, and watch how fast it lights. When you go to the bee school, they don't allow you to use a torch. You'll have to light it by hand. But you can see how nice a column of smoke is coming out already and how fast that lit. So that's how I go ahead and light a smoker. It's really simple, really easy either way. And like I said, when you get it going and you want to stop it from burning, you just put the cork in and it stops the smoke and it will go out. So from Warden's Farm, Paul here. Hope you learned a little bit about lighting a smoker. Have a great day.